Hey everyone, it's Brody from Everything Board Games. I review Tiny Epic Quest from Gamelyn Games. Let's get it to the table. This game is now the smallest game that throws the biggest punch that I own. So your goal is to advance on the spell track, fulfill quests, defeat goblins, and gain your legendary items. Cards are used to set up the map. Some locations end up closer to some, but other locations end up closer to you, and it really ends up being pretty fair in the end. The first player will begin by choosing a movement card. They will move one of their heroes obeying all the movement rules, and all other players will move the same way that they do. Then the next player will choose a different movement card, and everyone will follow again, moving in the same way. This is done 4 times, and so there will be one card that will not be picked for movement. You'll be setting up your moves in the day, and in the night, you will be adventuring and fulfilling those actions that you chose. You'll want to pay attention to the current quests available, because some quests require certain locations of your heroes, while others require you to complete a temple. When completing a quest, you gain a reward, and temple quests give you items in the form of an item meeple, and they snap into your meeple, and they're really, really cool. The items that you have equipped to your meeples give your meeple a new ability, and they're very helpful when you are playing the game. You also have a temple track on your player card. You will need to visit certain temples first, and in doing so, you will move along this track. When you complete the second temple on the track, then you can equip your item onto this meeple and gain its ability. To fight the goblin, you will need to land on the space during the day, and then at night when you're adventuring, you will attack it. Each hit, you will turn the goblin tracker until you will finally kill it. During the night phase, you will roll the dice, and the red goblin attacks you and causes you to go down on your health track by 1. As everyone continues adventuring, the goblins will start dealing out more damage, and the conjure magic advances on the magic track. The gray triangle means that you will gain power. Now, if you roll more than 1 red goblin or a power symbol, then the active player will receive or get hit by the first one, and then the next player who is still adventuring and hasn't rested yet, then they will get the next one, and so forth. The torch and the scroll icons will advance you on the temples. Power also can be used to substitute for one of those items if needed. The green punch icon means you deal 1 damage to the goblins being attacked by any players. And finally, the purple icon will conjure magic on the magic track. You will decide to rest and stop adventuring before you die, or when you have completed all that you have planned to do. But you will need to decide that before you roll your dice. Once you rest, you will no longer be dealt damage by the goblin. But you also cannot advance on the temple tracks or deal damage to other goblins if you're still attacking them. So once you rest, you will receive all your items and fulfill the quests if you've completed any. So let me tell you, I loved playing this game. I was so surprised at how crunchy it was. This is not a game you can play in 10 minutes, and it's a game that you're going to burn some brain power on. I really hope that Gamelyn Games continues with the item meeples, as they're just wonderful. Again, this was Tiny Epic Quest.